All right, we're here live in Kenedy. Got here a little bit late. Aubrey Brown gets hit with the softball, and there'll be 2 on with 2 out. And brings up Cassidy Repka. And that's going to be a base hit by Repka. That'll bring up Emma Meza. Three to 0 here in the top of the first from Joe Gulley Park in Kenedy, Texas. One ball, no strikes. That is a swing and a miss for strike 1. It's another swing and a miss, strike 2. That's called strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the first. 3-run score for Refugio. We're heading to the bottom half of the first. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Gulf Coast Weed Control specializes in providing commercial and residential herbicide applications throughout the Gulf Coast. Our primary focus is on the oil and gas industry, where we provide herbicidal spraying for wellheads, tank batteries, location pads, and compressor stations. We also provide mowing down right-of-ways to many pipeline and utility companies across Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Gulf Coast Weed Control proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
Leading off for the Leopards of Kenedy is Madison Bryan. Bryan is playing shortstop tonight for the Leopards. 3-0, Refugio leads here in the first inning. That's high for ball 1. That's going to be lifted into the air. Wills is under it for out number 1. Brings up Kayla Salas. That's inside, ball one. High, ball two. Two balls, no strikes. Kayla Salas. That is strike one. District play, Salas is batting .370. 10 hits. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. She has 3 doubles and a home run on her stat line. That's behind her. Ball three. That's called strike three. And that is out number two. And that'll bring up Rihanna Ageti, who's batting .324. Ryan Ageti. 11 hits. She's got 3 doubles. She also has a home run. That's a swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, one is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, bounces in. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring up Marisbel Solis, the pitcher. Solis is batting .412 with 14 hits. She does have 6 doubles, and she's driven in 21. First pitch is high for ball 1. That's going to be hit out into center field. And it'll be caught by Sadie Wills. And that'll take us to the 2nd inning. No run score. And there was 1 left. We're heading to the 2nd. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Refugio County Federal Credit Union, founded in 1958, is a federally insured, member-owned, not-for-profit financial institution whose purpose is to promote the financial well-being of its members. We serve the 3 school districts in Refugio County, which include Refugio ISD, Woodsboro ISD, and Oswell-Tivoli ISD. It's our goal to offer higher rates on savings and lower rates on loans. One of our strengths has always been our care and concern for members and their families. Our whole philosophy of business is based on member service. Renegade Services is the largest independent provider of case toll services in the North American oil and gas market. Renegade operates in all major oil and gas basins in the United States and is industry recognized as the premier case toll completion service provider. Renegade offers professional, experienced personnel with a focus on automated well site services, fit-for-purpose wireline safety equipment, environmental evaluation technology, well integrity evaluation, production services, and plug and abandonment services. All carried out in an efficient and safe manner to produce operational excellence and customer satisfaction. Renegade has local offices and service centers all over the United States. Proud to support the Refugio Bobcats and Lady Cats.
Let's get you back to the action of Bobcats
Back here in Kenedy, Casino up to bat again for the Lady Cats. She walked the first time up. That was a swing and a miss for strike one. That'll be hit into left field, pretty deep. That's going to hit the fence. Casino is going to be a ground rule double. That'll bring up Jazalyn Lewis. And that's going to be hit over to the shortstop. Throws her out. And that brings up Jasmine Howard. Strike one to Howard. And strike two. That's going to be hit to center field. And Casino is going to be still at second base. And that brings up Sadie Wheels. Wheels hit a single her last time up. Wheels comes in with a 346 average. That's ball one. And be fouled back. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Sadie Wheels. That's going to get by the catcher, and Casino's going to head to third. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the second inning. Going to be hit right back up the middle. And Wills is going to be safe at first, but the run does score. And it brings up Mabry Garza. Garza singled her first time up tonight too. It fouled off for strike one. Mabry comes into the game with a 273 average. Got 6 hits. That's outside. Ball one. That's going to be lifted onto the infield. Second baseman's under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. It's going to take us to the bottom of the second. 4-0. Refugio leads. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, up to bat for the Leopards is Jalen Rodriguez. Jalen comes into the ball game with a 367 average. She's got 3 hits. I'm sorry, she's got 11 hits, 3 doubles, a triple. Got 10 runs driven in. First pitch to Rodriguez is a swing and a miss for strike 1. That's going to be hit into the outfield. Wills cannot make the catch. And be a base runner for Kenedy here in the second inning. And be Gabby Villanueva batting .250 on the district season. First pitch is inside for ball 1. One 0 pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0 pitch. It's going to be hit on the ground to Cancino. She's up with it, throws it across to first. That is out number 1. Does get the runner over to second base. And it brings up Isabella Ortiz, the catcher. Ortiz is batting .324 with 9 hits. She's got 4 doubles. She's driven in 5. First pitch is going to be grounded over to Cancino. So put it, throws it across. Out number 1, back over to third. And that looks like it's going to get a run in. The ball gets away. Kenedy strikes. But there are 2 outs here in the second inning. It'll be an overthrow on Garza. It'll be an error on Garza. Brings up Amarai Escovedo, batting .400 in district play. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1. I apologize for streaming through the fence, but when you're running late, you have to get set up quick. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. He's going to hit Escovedo in the helmet, it looked like. So that'll put her on base. And it'll bring up Kaylee DeLeon. DeLeon's batting .348. She's got 8 hits, 2 doubles. She's driven in 1. And coach goes over and talks to the batter as Escobedo takes a walk down the right field line. Four to 1 here in the second inning. DeLeon steps in. That's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch. It's low. And Escobedo's going to get down to second base on the pass ball. 2-0 pitch. Inside. 3 balls, no strikes. We do have a final in district play for softball. 20-1. Yorktown over. Agua Dulce over Yorktown. And runners are going to be on the corners on the pass ball. That brings up the top of the lineup in Madison Bryan. She's 0 for 1 today. Pitch outside. Ball 1 as the runner gets down to second base on the defensive indifference. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit into left field. Brown's up with it. Another run scores for Kenedy. And Carroll is going to cut off the throw. And we're going to get an out at third for out number 3. But the run does score. 4-2 Refugio leads, and we're heading to the 3rd inning. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
For the past 5 years, the Refugio ISD Education Foundation has been proudly supporting our teachers, students, and administrators, awarding over $185,000 in grants to make a difference in our schools. And it's all thanks to our community and RHS alumni. Each year, we count on fundraising and donations to keep these grants going strong. That's where you come in. Our Friends of the Foundation campaign gives alumni, friends of Refugio ISD, and the community a chance to make easy monthly gifts to support our schools, either by credit card or straight from your bank account. This fall, we've got something new. Our goal is to sign up 30 new donors. And as a thank you, each one will receive a special gift. Whether it's $10 a month or $100, every bit counts towards making a big impact on our teachers and students. Ready to help? Visit the Refugio ISD Education Foundation website or find us on Facebook to see how you can contribute your tax-deductible gift today. Together, we're building a brighter future for the students and teachers in Refugio ISD.
You're watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, up to bat for the Lady Cats, Renee Carroll, 0 for 1 tonight. That's inside, ball 1 to Carroll. Beautiful day here in Kenedy. No wind to speak of. That's high out. That's high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's going to be hit deep, but it's going to be foul. 2 balls and a strike now to Renee Carroll. Carroll came in today's game batting 414. That'll be a base hit all the way to the wall. Carroll's on her way to second base. She's going to be in with a stand-up double. And that's going to bring up Aubrey Brown. Brown was hit first time up tonight. That'll be grounded back to Solis. Up with it, throws it over to first. That is out number 1. And it gets Carroll over to third. And it brings up Cassidy Repka, who had a nice single first time up. That's called strike one. Pitch going to be lifted foul and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. We do have an update from Skidmore Tynan. Skidmore 1, Woodsboro 1. That game's in the 2nd inning. That's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, Woodsboro came in number 1 in this week's poll. Skidmore Tynan number 3 in this week's poll. That's outside. And we have a run down here. And Renee's going to get back to third. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Repka. 1 out. Two-two pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that brings up the DP, Emma Meza. And we're going to get a runner out for the catcher. That is Adriana Lara. Meza, swing and a miss, strike 1. Throw down to third. Laura's back safely. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch low. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch. It's called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. It's called strike 3. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 3rd. Refugio leads 4-2. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Stay with us.
Gulf Coast Weed Control specializes in providing commercial and residential herbicide applications throughout the Gulf Coast. Our primary focus is on the oil and gas industry, where we provide herbicidal spraying for wellheads, tank batteries, location pads, and compressor stations. We also provide mowing down right-of-ways to many pipeline and utility companies across Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Gulf Coast Weed Control proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here at Joe Gulley Park in Kenedy, Kayla Salas stepping in for the Leopards, 0 for 1 today. That is going to be outside, ball 1. So on the softball side of the district, Port Aransas and Pettis have canceled for today. I'm sure that game will be made up at a later time. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Agua Dulce defeated Yorktown 20-1. And currently in the 3rd inning, Skidmore 1, Woodsboro 1. That's high. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch, another swing and a miss, strike 2. Kayla struck out her last time up. Down 2-2 right now to her. Two pitch, it's outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. It's going to be hit out into right field. Howard's there. Cannot make the play. It's over her head. Salas turning second, coming to third. And she's going to stop at third with a triple. And it brings up Ryan Aguirre. She walked first time up. First pitch, going to be fouled off. No balls, 1 strike now. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit into right field. That'll score a run. That'll be a base hit for Aguirre. And it brings up Marias Bell Solis. 0 for 1, flied out to Sadie Wheels first time up. Nobody out here in the 3rd. That's outside and high, ball 1. And that's going to be hit deep to the center field. That'll be a base hit for Solis. So Gary's going to stop at 3rd, and runners will be on the corners. And it brings up Jalen Rodriguez, 1 for 1 tonight. That's outside, ball 1. So Lisa's going to trot down to second base. Nobody out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1-0 pitch. Going to be hit high. Foul. One ball, 1 strike to Rodriguez. pitch. Going to be grounded over to Lewis. She's up with it. Throws it over to first. Run scores. Ties the ball game. And brings up Gabby Villanueva. 4-4 with one out here in the third. That's high. Ball one. One 0 pitch. Called strike one. We'll get a courtesy runner out there for Solis. That'll be number 24, Ortiz. One pitch. Inside. Ball two. Throw down to get try to get the runner, and Ortiz is back safely. 2 balls, 1 strike to Villanueva. Two 1 pitch. It's called strike two. Villanueva grounded out her first time tonight. And the 2-2 pitch is going to be hit into the air. Garza makes the catch for out number 2. And it brings up Isabella Ortiz, who is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to shortstop. First pitch, it's low and inside, ball one. 2 outs here in the third, tied ball game. High, ball two. Two 0 pitch. It's going to be grounded over to Lewis again. So up with it, throws it to Garza for out number 3. And that'll take us to the 4th, but Kenedy ties it up here in the 3rd. We're going to the 4th inning, 4-4. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here at Kenedy, starting off the third inning with the top of the lineup for the third consecutive inning. Lake and Casino 1 for 1 tonight. That's low for ball one. Score update from Skidmore, 2-1. Woodsboro leads in the third inning. That's called strike one. That's going to be hit into left field. That'll be a base hit for Casino. Makes her 2 for 2 today. And that brings up Jazalyn Lewis, who was 0 for 1 tonight. She's been hit and grounded out. That's low for ball one. 1-0 to Jazalyn Lewis. No pitch is called, strike one. One pitch. Going to be hit into left center field. Casino heading to third. She's going to be safe at third. That's where she's going to remain. And Lewis motors into second base on the throw. And it's going to bring up Jasmine Howard. Howard's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a fly out. This time she's going to ground it over to third. It'll be a foul ball. It's strike one on Howard. That's going to be hit into the air. And it's trouble. Shortstop can't make the play. It'll be an error. And the ball gets overthrown. And here comes Lewis. It's going to come home. It's going to be out at the plate. And Howard goes into third. But 1 run does score. That'll go down as an error on Brian out there at shortstop. And it brings up Sadie Wills. That's a swing and a miss by Sadie for strike one. 5-4. Lady Cats have retaken the lead here. Well, they said that's no pitch. That's going to be hit into left field. Caught by the left fielder. Out number 2. And it brings up Mabry Garza. That's ball 1 to Garza. One 1-0 pitch. Going to be hit to the first baseman. That is going to be an out. And it'll take us to the bottom of the fourth, but the Lady Cats take the lead, 5-4. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
My fingers are just hitting all kind of buttons tonight. So we're going to go silent while this music drowns out. We'll be right back. All right, back here in Kenedy, we have a defensive change. Looks like Emma Meza has entered the game for Carroll behind the plate. And here we go. Ball one to Emery Escovedo, who's got hit in the helmet first time up tonight. The 1-0 is called strike one. That's going to hit Escobedo again. She'll be on twice the hard way. And it'll bring up Kaylee DeLeon. Pitch high, ball one. The 1-0 called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. To Kaylee DeLeon. She walked the first time up tonight. 2-1 pitch is low. Ball 3. Three-one pitch is low, ball 4. And that's going to bring up the top of the lineup, Madison Bryan, 1 for 2 tonight. A fly out and a single. First pitch, it's called strike one. See, national anthem plays on the field next to us. Woodsboro baseball is also in town tonight. The Eagles are taking on the Lions. That is ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Squares to bunt again. Pulls it back. 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The infield fly is in effect as runners are on first and second with nobody out. Drop third strike is not in effect. The 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to Casino. It's going to tag the runner for the force, and that'll be 1 out. It'll be a fielder's choice. And it brings up Kayla Salas, who was 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out and tripled. Carroll has actually moved out to right field. That's ball 1. One and 0 to Salas. Runners on first and second with 1 out. The pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Ball number 2-0 count.
Salas does have a home run this season in district play. Two 2-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two 2-1 pitch is high. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Ball number 3-1.
And the 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4.
Ball number 4.
And that's going to get the bases loaded up, and it's going to get a visit out to the circle by Coach Franz. As Ryan Aguirre gets ready to step in for the Leopards. Aguirre is 1 for 1, a walk and a single tonight. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Pitch is going to be grounded over to Casino. She's going to come home with it. That's a force. That is out number 2. Nice play by Casino. And it brings up a big hitter, Maria Isabel Solis. 1 for 2 tonight. Bases are still loaded. And that's going to be hit out into right field. Carroll's out there and makes the catch. So Kenedy strands 3 in the bottom of the 4th. We're heading to the 5th. 5-4, Refugio leads. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here in Kenedy. Renee Carroll stepping in for the Lady Cats. She is 1 for 2 tonight with a double and a fly out. This time she's going to bounce it right back to Solis. Solis throws it over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And it brings up Aubrey Brown. Brown is 0 for 1 tonight. She's been hit by a pitch and she grounded out. First pitch is outside for ball 1. That's going to be tap foul. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Two 1 pitch outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three 1 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the 3-2 pitch is going to be grounded out to the third baseman. She's up with it, throws it to first. It's going to be overthrown, and Brown's going to be safe at first. On the error by Villanueva. That brings up Cassidy Repka, who's 1 for 2 tonight, with a single and a strikeout. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. That is strike 1. The 0-1 pulls it back again. That's strike 2. 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be a foul ball. Barely got a piece of it. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Cassidy Repka, one of the 3 seniors on this Lady Cat team. That's called strike 3. And that'll bring up Emma Mesa. Mesa's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. It's going to be hitting foul and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Emma Mesa. The 0-1 pitch going to be grounded to the third baseman. It's going to be a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes now to Mesa. Pitch inside as Brown takes off the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 2 outs. It'll be a stolen base for Brown. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be grounded foul again. Count remains 1-2. 1-2 pitch. It's going to hit Mesa in the back. So that'll put runners on first and second. Top of the lineup is Cancino. coming up to bat for the Lady Cats. She is 2 for 2 tonight. Big hit. Get it one in at least. Pitch is going to be grounded foul. Strike one.
Strike number 1.
We're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher. That's Mesa. And that'll be Solis coming in to run. Ava Solis. Oh, 1. Called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball number 1 and 2 count.
1-2 pitch is going to be hit into the air in foul ground. Nobody can make the play. It's a foul ball. Count remains 1-2 to Casino. One-two pitch is going to be hit in the air again. Escobedo's got another play at it and makes the catch in foul ground for out number 3. Lady Cats strand 2 here in the 5th. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. 5-4. Frio leads. We'll be right back.
Gulf Coast Weed Control specializes in providing commercial and residential herbicide applications throughout the Gulf Coast. Our primary focus is on the oil and gas industry, where we provide herbicidal spraying for wellheads, tank batteries, location pads, and compressor stations. We also provide mowing down right-of-ways to many pipeline and utility companies across Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. Gulf Coast Weed Control proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats.
You're watching your home for Bobcats Athletics. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
All right, back here in Kenedy, Jalen Rodriguez up to bat, 1 for 2 today. Cancino still pitching for Refugio. That's ball 1 to Rodriguez.
It'll be ball number 1.
1-0. It's going to be grounded out to Cancino. And he's going to be safe at first. And the error by Cancino. And that brings up Gabby Villanueva. 0 for 2 tonight. Runner on first, nobody out for the Leopards. That's low, ball 1.
Ball number 1.
One 0 pitch, inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Score update from Skidmore Tiny, Woodsboro 2, Skidmore 1 in the 5th inning. It's the top of the 5th inning. Pitch is high, 3 balls, no strikes.
Ball number 3, 2 and 0 count.
3-0 pitch is high. Ball 4. That'll put 2 on. Isabella Ortiz. She's grounded out twice, both to shortstop. Outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Isabella Ortiz, the Leopards catcher. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to Casino. It's going to get a glove on it. Ball's going to skip by and go into left field. Run's going to score. And that ties up the ball game. That'll go down as an error on Casino. And it's going to bring up Emery Escovedo, who's been hit twice tonight. Five to 5 here in the 5th. Pitch, swing and a miss by Escovedo. Strike 1. The 0-1 is high, and that's going to get the runners over to first and second on the wild pitch. I'm sorry, second and third on the wild pitch. One ball, one strike. That's high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. The 3-1 pitch. It's called strike 2. And we got a runner hung up, and it'll be out number 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out now. Runner on second base. The pitch outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count at 3-2.
Three-two pitch, swing and a miss by Escovedo for strike number 3, and that is 2 down here in the 5th. And it brings up Kaylee DeLeon, who's been walked twice tonight. Score update from Skidmore: Woodsboro 3, Skidmore 1 in the 5th. And we're going to get a courtesy runner out there for Ortiz. That is going to be Davila out there running for Ortiz. 2 outs here in the 5th. Ball 1 to DeLeon. The 1-0 pitch is low, and that's going to get the runner over to third on the pass ball. Two balls, no strikes. Kaylee DeLeon. 2-0 pitch. Called strike one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Low. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Count to 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. It's high, ball 4. And that'll put runners on the corners. For the top of the lineup, Madison Bryan, 1 for 3 tonight. With a single, a fly out, and a grounded into a fielder's choice. 2 outs here in the 5th. Lady Cats trying to strand some runners, get out of the inning. First pitch, called strike 1. As a runner from first gets to second on the defensive indifference. No balls, 1 strike to Bryan. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss by Bryan for strike 2. And first base is unoccupied, so the drop third strike is in effect right here. As it is 2 outs. One-two pitch. It's going to be hit out into left field. That's going to be over Brown's head. And it's going to score 2. And that'll be 2 RBI double for Madison Bryan. And that brings up Kayla Salas as Kenedy has taken the first lead of the ball game, 7-5. First pitch is outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Kayla Salas. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1, inside corner. 2 balls and a strike now to Salas. Bryan out at second base. The 2-1 pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 2. Count 2-2 to Kayla Salas. And that's going to be hit out into center field. Wills makes the catch for out number 3. And that'll take us to the 6th inning, but Kenedy takes the lead here in the 5th. Lead by 2. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Renegade Services is the largest independent provider of case-toll services in the North American oil and gas market. Renegade operates in all major oil and gas basins in the United States and is industry recognized as the premier case-toll completion service provider. Renegade offers professional, experienced personnel with a focus on automated well site services, fit-for-purpose wireline safety equipment, environmental evaluation technology, well integrity evaluation, production services, and plug and abandonment services. All carried out in an efficient and safe manner to produce operational excellence and customer satisfaction. Renegade has local offices and service centers all over the United States. Proud to support the Refugio Bobcats and Lady Cats.
All right, back here at Kenedy, Texas. Lady Cats have some work to do. Just Aylin Lewis stepping in for the Lady Cats. That's a swing and a miss from strike one. That's called strike two. No balls, 2 strikes now to Jazalyn Lewis. And the 0-2 pitch is high and outside for a ball one.
Ball number 1 and 2 count.
That's going to be hitting to right field. That'll be a base hit. And Lewis will be on with a single. Brings up Jasmine Howard. Howard is 1 for 3 tonight. Howard's going to ground it foul. It's strike one. Pitch going to be hit to the second baseman. It's going to double off Lewis. That is 2 outs. Double play. And that will bring up Sadie Wills. Wills is going to pop it up on the infield. Second baseman is under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. That takes us to the bottom of the 6th. 7-5. Kenedy leads. We'll be right back. Once again, stay with us.
You're watching the home of the Bobcats. This is the Refugio Sports Network.
Back here at Joe Gulley Park in Kenedy, Texas, a look around the district today. In softball, 20-1, Agua Dulce defeats Yorktown. Currently, right now, it's 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th in the Woodsboro-Skidmore-Tynan game. That's number 1 versus number 3 in the state. On the baseball side of things, Refugio's currently up on Skidmore-Tynan in the bottom of the 1st, 3-0. Kenedy's up on Woodsboro in the bottom of the 1st, 10-0. Currently in the bottom of the 4th inning, Yorktown's up on Pettis 5-4. And in the bottom of the 4th innings, Port Aransas is currently defeating Agua Dulce 7-1. Right here in Kenedy, Lady Cats are down 7-5, heading to the 6th inning. And Refugio will have a new pitcher in the circle. It'll be Aubrey Brown. Carroll moves over to left field. And Laura heads out to right field. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Lady Cats will have one more shot to get some runs on the board, needing to win this ball game tonight. They got to win the rest of them to have a shot at the playoffs. Currently tied with Kenedy for 4th at 5-3. Woodsboro's currently leading the district with a 9-0 record, I believe, or 10-0. It's up there. It's undefeated district record. Skidmore-Tynan behind them. And then we have Agua Dulce. And then Kenedy, Refugio. And in the bottom of the district is Pettis, Yorktown, Port Aransas, Yorktown Pettis. No particular order, I guess. Up to bat for the Leopards is Ryan Aguirre. She's 1 for 2 tonight. Aubrey Brown. First pitch is ball 1. One and 0 to Aguirre. The 1-0 pitch, low and inside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Going to be hit out to Repka out to second base. She's up with it, throws it to first for out number 1. She bobbled it there for a minute, but got a hold of it and threw it over to first to secure the out. And going to bring up Belle Solis. Solis is 1 for 3 tonight with a single, 2 flyouts. And that's going to be hit foul. Strike 1.
Shot foul for strike number 1. 0-1 count.
The 0-1 pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Solis. Rodriguez on deck for the Leopards. 1-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is 2 down. And it's going to bring up Jalen Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 3 tonight. She's singled, grounded out, and hit. Ground ball reached on an error. That's outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball number 1. 1-0 count.
1-0 pitch. Going to be hit out of play. That's foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Even in the count of 1-1.
Lady Cats have 1 more home game. That's this Friday. It's senior night. We'll honor the 3 seniors on the ball club. Come out and join us. 1-1 pitch. Going to be fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thursday we'll be streaming the running events from the area track meet down in Kingsville. Plan on coming on board about 2:45, 2:40 or so. One-two pitch, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. It's going to be hit high and out of play. Count remains 2-2 to Rodriguez. Do it for the Lady Cats. It's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitter coming up in the top of the 7th. 2-2 pitch, ball 3. Full count to Rodriguez. And the payoff pitch is going to be hit into the air. It's going to be a foul ball. Count remains 3-2 to Rodriguez. Three-two pitch. It's low, ball 4. And that's going to bring up Gabby Villanueva. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out, fly out, and walked. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 now to Villanueva. The catcher on deck for the Leopards. The 0-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Leopards here in the 6th. So no runs, no hits, no errors. There was 1 left. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Lady Cats have 3 outs to get it done. We'll be right back. Back here in Kenedy, Mabry Garza stepping in, ball 1. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Lady Cats need some base runners and some runs around the diamond. That's low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. It's going to be grounded to the left side into left field. And Garza will be aboard with a single. That brings up Renee Carroll. Lady Cats got to play it smart on the base path. That's strike 1 to Carroll. All of a sudden, I can't talk. 0-1 to Renee Carroll. The 0-1 pitch will be grounded foul. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is going to be hit into the air onto the infield. Bryan makes the catch. That is out number 1. And it brings up Aubrey Brown. Aubrey is 0 for 2 tonight. She's been hit, grounded out, and reached on an error. That's outside, ball 1. Big base hits needed right here. That's going to be hit into the air on the infield. Third baseman makes the catch for out number 2. And lady catcher down to their last out. And I bring up Cassidy Repka. And Repka is 1 for 3 tonight with a single, and she struck out twice. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. 2-0 pitch is called, strike 1. Two-one pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 2. And the lady catcher down to their last strike. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Lady Cats fall 7-5. And we'll come right back for some final numbers just a moment. Stay with us, guys. Leopards come back in the 6th inning to take the 5th inning. One of those innings, let's see, it was the 5th inning. Been a long day. To take the lead and to take the win, 7-5. Refugio had 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. Refugio leaves 9 on base. Kenedy has 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. Kenedy leaves 8 on base. Winning pitcher tonight, Bel Solis. 7 complete innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those runs earned. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Losing pitcher tonight, Simber Cancino. Goes 5 innings with 6 hits, gives up 7 runs. 4 of them are earned. 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, and she did hit 2 batters. So we're going to the track meet on Thursday for the running event starting about 2:40. Hope you guys can join us then. Have a great rest of your week.